Hello, everyone. Welcome to Geekonomics. We are back. We are back on the Zooms because Brian's having house repairs done today. That
Yes.
was supposed to be completed yesterday, but got extended, so we had to go back to this so Brian can make sure that they're doing all the work they're supposed to do as he stands out and then outside and watches them do everything. And
Yes.
you
Well,
guys almost done yet?
yesterday,
You guys almost done yet?
yesterday I spent a good portion of my morning and afternoon cutting back all the crap on the side of the house. Um, that's a project I started last year, but this year I work on it in the fall and the winter.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure there's enough. All the shit was away from the house so they can properly get in there to get the gutters. Um, So yeah, we had the roof done last Monday, and we're getting the gutters done this week. So very exciting news. Yeah,
Wow.
house stuff, fun
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Home
Um,
ownership. You should.
yeah,
Everyone should be it. Should do it.
maybe I don't know. That's debatable.
Yeah,
So, um,
I know.
but Mark, the Bristol comic book and toy show that Cliff put on. Holy
Yes.
cow! It was fantastic.
Good.
Busy, busy,
Nice.
busy. Um, it was nonstop. It got over around 3. I mean, I think there was people in there right up until close. They had some voice actors from Pokemon there. Um, they had just a lot of things going on. It was a great show.
Mm.
So, in the springtime, I know he does it again. You
Yes.
definitely got to go. It,
Yeah.
it, it was awesome. I did a great. I talked to a lot of great people. I met a lot of great people. I got to hang out with the Safari brothers, Mario and Guy.
Nice.
Um, Unfortunately, Scott was like way down there. He was in his
Mm.
old spot. They moved me. Matt Ryan was in my old spot. But
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, it was a good time. It was really a great time. So Cliff did a fantastic job putting it on. There was a lot of people there, so
Yeah.
loved it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Matt. I asked about if he needed help, and he said he was going to. He had somebody lined up, but he wasn't sure who it was yet. So I didn't go. So
Well, it'd be
I
great
was
to
like, if
see.
I don't have to, if I'm not helping somebody, I'm not going to drive all that way down there just to wander around.
All right. Well, it was a good time, Mark.
Yeah.
So our next show is in Enfield. That will be at the end of
Yes.
February, the last Sunday in February.
Yep.
We will promote that more in January. Um, 2 floors should be a good one. That kicks off the winter shows because then you
Yeah.
have Manchester right after that.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if Cliff will be doing another hotel show around the same
Yeah.
time.
But he'll be doing a show. He'll be doing a
He's doing.
show the last weekend of December, which I don't know if we'll be doing it this year because it's Christmas Eve
No, it's already being promoted.
at Plainville.
Yes.
It's usually
I'm
the last Sunday of the month, and the last Sunday of December is Christmas Eve. So I don't know if he's going to be,
If you go on the
or it might be
Facebook,
no New Year's Eve.
well, if you
Hold on to my butts.
hold on to your butts, I can confirm the next Plainville show. Um, Hold on. I know I got here we go. I got it. The next ClipsCon year end show.
December 31st, I would assume.
Yes, Sunday, December 31st, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
New
7
Year's Eve.
Northwest Drive, Plainville.
Yep, at the VFW there.
Right.
Yeah, so those are always fun shows. They're smaller. They're kind of like Scott's show, so it's nice. It's a little tiny, like one room kind of deal.
Right.
But they're always a good time. So we'll be promoting that in the next couple weeks. If you have any last second gifts you need to get for people that you didn't get before Christmas that you're going to see after Christmas and you still want to get them a gift, it's a good place to go. or if you get some money from Christmas that you want to spend.
Yes.
That's always a good idea as well.
Um, yeah. So that's the next. It's a smaller show, like you said.
Yeah.
Let me close that up. All right, we got lots to talk about.
We do.
We're gonna end today. We're gonna talk about the Doctor Who special that came out,
Yes.
which I really enjoyed. What else, Mark? I'll let you go first. How has your week been? Anything worth talking about?
It was good. It was we had Thanksgiving. So did that whole thing. Went over to the in-laws and did that. Spent the day there on Thursday. That was awesome. Claire cooked up a storm, made a delicious turkey.
Nice.
Her always famous stuffing muffins, which are amazing. And then I handled the baked potato, the mashed potato situation. She made her pumpkin cheesecake, which is always delicious. And then went over, spent the day at, like I said, at Sarah's, my sister-in-law's house. Did that whole thing, and then after that, it was decoration station. We've been decorating the house for the holidays,
I saw.
putting up the tree and everything. Did the outside ornaments and stuff on Saturday. The reason why I didn't go on Sunday to Bristol because they were doing the inside decorating, finishing up that on Sunday. So, yeah, get everything up, the trees up. The second year of the fake Christmas tree.
Nice.
Still haven't totally come to grips with not having a real tree, but after seeing the prices of how much they charge for real trees now, I am not feeling as bad about it.
It's not worth it.
No,
It's not worth it.
like almost $100 for a tree. They were gonna have for a month, and then throw
Yeah,
away.
all the needles that
Yeah,
like will fall that will stay in your house
yeah,
forever. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Fake trees is where it's at, baby.
yeah. So
Um,
our cat has become addicted to the tree skirt that Claire had gotten last year, and now she's really into it this year.
yeah,
She loves tearing it apart and hiding underneath it. Her and Claire, it's like an ongoing battle.
as cats do. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's always fun. Uh, yeah. Besides that, hanging up lights all over the place, hanging up all the things as Claire gradually finds other decorations she wants to put up. So doing that. On the watching side of things, like we were talking about Doctor Who, watch that. Besides that, there hasn't been much else I've been watching. I watched documentary on the Braun GP Formula One team was on Hulu, and Keanu Reeves hosted it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
I enjoyed that. Then we just had a Survivor Series over the weekend.
Yeah, I still haven't had a chance to watch it. I will
Yeah,
catch it this week. It's just been a
yeah.
crazy week.
Survivor Series War Games was pretty intense.
My grandfather and my brother were telling me how it all goes down. So
Yeah,
I'm excited to check it out.
yeah.
The next time we record, I will have watched it.
Okay.
I might try to watch a little bit after we record today
Yeah,
before I go to work because I will be here doing nothing until the gutter guys leave, and then I gotta go to work.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's like it was a good show. There was only like I want to say a total of 5 matches because the 2 War Games matches are like an hour each.
oh wow,
Well, because there's like four each in the women's side and then 5 each on the men's side. They gotta wait to come in
yeah,
for the match. So that takes up the first half basically.
jeez, wow.
And there was like the big returns that appeared. The one
Don't
shocking
ruin.
return at the end. I won't ruin it for you.
All right, then I can text you, but who was that?
Yeah,
What
exactly.
happened?
Yeah,
Educate me on that.
yeah.
Um, no, that's cool. And anything else?
Not that I could think of. I haven't really been watching much. Like I said, it's the holidays, so it's kind of weird. You don't really have the time to that you think you would have to sit back and watch a bunch of stuff. But
Well, I'm quite the opposite, Mark. I got a lot of things, not a lot, but a decent
yeah.
amount. Allison and me finally watched Poker Face.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic
Great
show.
show.
Yes, we really enjoyed it. I think we watched like an episode or two episodes a night.
Mm,
Um, I have to say my favorite, Nick Nolte, in that one episode.
yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
you forget how great he is.
Mm,
Um, his acting was like the best. I love each story was a mini movie.
yeah.
I think there was like maybe one was my least favorite, but the overarching story was great.
Yeah.
Um, I like, and I'm excited for season two, which she's talked about that after the writer's strike, they're gonna go work on
Yeah.
season two. I don't want to spoil it, but I don't know if you recognize the voice of the woman, part of the mafia. They didn't have her name in the credits, but that was Rhea Perlman, Carla
It's
from
been
Cheers.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it's been a while since we. I was gonna say it's been a while since we watched it, but I didn't catch that.
So
I said that to Claire when we watched it. I'm like, oh, that's Rhea Perlman. She's like,
yeah,
who? I'm
yeah,
like,
that's
the
what I
girl
said
from
to Allison.
Cheers.
She's like,
I was
I'm
like,
like, it's
oh,
Carla from Cheers.
yeah, Carla from Cheers.
So yeah, highly recommend Poker Face. And I have to tell you, that trailer for that show does not
Yeah, does
give
not
you
work. It's not good.
well, it doesn't, yeah, it does not give you much, and
No.
which is great. When I watched the
Yeah.
show, I felt like I was surprised and I loved it.
Mm.
So I recommend that show. I'm glad it's getting a season two. I just finished Shoresy season two this morning. Speaking
Oh, that's
now,
right. Shoresy. I did watch Shoresy. Yes,
yeah,
that was
Shores.
the thing I watched. I couldn't remember what the other thing I watched was.
I'm excited for Shoresy season three, which we know that they just started filming again.
Yes.
Um, and the way it ends, I love his last bit of dialogue.
Mm.
Got to set the fucking tone.
Yes. Yeah.
So fantastic. I'm excited to see what antics will happen in the next season. And I could see why there was an interview with him about ending Letterkenny, and he just felt like the time is right, and he put all his focus towards Shoresy. So that was awesome. Um, we finished Our Flag Means Death season two.
I
Uh,
did as well. That's another show I watched. I totally forgot these things I'd watched.
See him. Um, so Watiki did mention, and the creator did say that potentially that was the end of the whole show, because everyone's going to get busy, and
Mm.
they feel like that was a nice ending. And honestly, I kind of feel like, as much as I love the show, season two wasn't as strong as season one.
No, it wasn't.
I think season two, um, I the one thing it was lacking, in my opinion, was conflict. There, the conflict kind of when what there was a tiny bit of conflict, but it
Mm.
wasn't like that conflict in season one was just so good with those like each character had something they're wrestling with. This
Yeah.
one kind of felt like they were just rehashing some old themes.
Or
Um,
wrapping up storylines kind of things.
yeah, and it was enjoyable, and don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
I love all those characters. And I thought, um it, if they made a season three, I would definitely watch it, but
Yeah.
I'm satisfied if they don't come back. I was
Yeah.
satisfied. um
I mean, they could easily do it without those two guys too. They've kind of set it up where you don't need those two guys.
yeah, because their ending, I don't want to spoil it, was
Yeah.
something they brought up in the beginning, so
Yeah.
they could just concentrate on the side characters, which is fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
They definitely could. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Then last night, because we finished Poker Face, we started season 4 of Barry. Oh man,
It was good.
wow! What we watched 2 episodes, and I have to say, Bill Hader, his acting in this season, these first two
Yeah.
episodes, unbelievable. Just chilling.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff is like he plays
Yeah.
a good psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna probably finish Barry this weekend because there's only 8 episodes. We're
Yeah.
watching 2 a night.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I blew through that show. That was like one of the shows I think during the summertime I watched that
yeah,
when the
yeah,
strike
because
first
it
started.
ended
Yeah.
this year. We
Yeah.
just haven't gotten to it yet. So that's what we've been up to. Nothing other than that, other than getting ready for the Bristol show. We had Thanksgiving, we had the family over, we hosted. It was great to see everybody. You know, just busy, get decorating the house, getting ready
Mm.
for the Bristol show, hosting, um, getting stuff done in the house. So yeah, busy time. Um, and I mean, news wise, I mean, I'm very excited. Next Thursday is the Video Game Awards, so um, probably after that I'll have the winners. So I'm excited for that. But for news,
Usually how that works though. Afterwards, you get the winners.
after, well, I
Yeah.
could be the one sending in the envelopes.
You could be.
I could be the envelope guy. You don't
Could
know.
be a envelope guy.
I worded that weird. I know.
Yeah. You're not really having your
Um,
roof done or your gutters put in. You're just tabulating the results for them. That's what you're
right,
doing.
right. Um, I know we had some trailers that came out for Madam Web, which
It's
why
terrible. It was awful.
kind of looked like a CW show, to be
It looked
honest.
like worse than a CW show. It looked like a WB show or UPN show. It was bad.
I don't know.
Nothing in that trailer made me want to see that movie.
Yeah, I mean,
If anything, it made me not want to see that movie. I'd be like, I don't need to see that. It was
also,
bad as the Aquaman trailer, which I didn't
yeah,
want to. Which is like, why?
Aquaman right now is trending to bring in worse sales than the Marvels, which is, you didn't think that could happen. Well, Aquaman's like, hold my beer. So I do feel like, even though Madam Web comes out like in January or February, I don't think it's going to do very well. It all depends, but I don't think it's going to do fantastic. Um, I think honestly the next big comic book movie will be Deadpool 3, because there's a lot of people want to see Wolverine
Yeah,
Deadpool together.
yeah. It's the
Um,
only Marvel produced movie coming out next year.
right.
There are other Marvel movies coming out next year, but they're Sony movies.
Yes.
Madam
Madam
Web,
Web, Craven,
Craven,
and
and the other
Venom
one,
3.
Venom 3. Yeah,
And then Disney Plus is going to be putting out Echo.
that comes out the end of this year. That should be out in the next couple weeks.
No, got moved. Comes out in January.
Oh, okay.
Echo, the Witches spinoff,
Harkness.
Harkness, which I'm just going to skip that one. And oh, What If?
Yeah, what if comes out Christmas time?
Yeah,
That's
Zombie.
what I was thinking of. Yeah.
So it's like, even though we're only getting one proper MCU, it's like, man, can we oversaturate the market anymore?
Yeah. And what if they're dropping all during Christmas week, an episode a day?
Yes, yes.
Which would be pretty cool. I'm kind of excited for What If. I like the first season. You gotta just take it for what it is and not like,
I never took it for more. I'm just gonna wait.
And there's like a section of people like, oh, what if? Oh, I don't care about that. Oh. It's like, it's a fun little just, check out of the story, watch some fun interpretations of ideas.
Yeah.
I enjoy the comic books, so I know there's a group of people who are not a big fan of the comic books.
Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Speaking of comic books, a show that, you know what, I'm gonna wait to watch. Have you been watching Invincible?
Yes. Yep.
Is it all
Yeah.
out?
No, they're putting it out weekly.
And then they're taking a break. They're splitting the season.
Yes. Yeah. Well, because initially I think that was a strike situation, writer strike situation.
Yeah, but it's a cartoon. It's all done. It's all animated.
Yeah, but there's things they needed to change, I guess, so they had to go back.
I don't think that's how the
I don't know.
animation takes a little bit longer to change
I
things.
don't know. So
I think it's Amazon just
Amazon
being
trying to milk it because there's nothing else. Because Wheel of Time sucks, so there's no sense in
um
anyone
so
watching that. But no,
I'm
it's
just gonna
been good
wait
so
for
far. I
Invincible to
like
end.
how they're changing a major plot point. I've noticed from the books, which probably wouldn't translate to the show so much. Because you have you read the comics or no?
No.
Oh, okay. There's a part in the comics where Mark Grayson's character, when the Viltrumites, like he fights the Viltrumites or gets taken to their planet or something. I can't remember exactly the exact part of the story, but he is abused sexually by one of the Viltrumites,
Oh,
and she has a baby from it. So they're not gonna do that in the comic, in the show,
well, how do you know? They could still do it.
because Robert Kirkman came out and said that they're changing it because he didn't think it would translate. Because in the comics, it's literally like a panel,
Yeah.
like you see the beginning of things. She like holds him down, and then like the next thing is it had happened.
Yeah, yeah,
Whereas in the show, he'd probably have to show more of that. So
yeah. I just like to let you go. I
yeah,
don't know where we're going with this. All
yeah,
right. Well, anyway, so Invincible isn't all the way out. I'm gonna wait to watch it in like my Christmas break or when the second part comes out. It's because
yeah.
I honestly I just need a break from superhero stuff.
Well, this is
Totally.
different though. It's not like yeah,
It's still superhero stuff. Like I want to watch Gen V, but I'm gonna wait for Christmas break. So
yeah. I'm not sure how I like.
people
I keep
say
thinking
Gen V
about
is
it.
really good. So
I know, but I just keep thinking about it. But I'm like, I don't know if I like need to. It's like one of those things. It's like,
wow, I want to definitely check it out. I'm excited for it. I mean, out of all the superhero shows, in my opinion, The Boys is one of the best. It's
oh, it
top
is,
tier.
but
It
it's
and and
you know,
and like it's funny because Gen V was airing the same time. Um, like whatever I don't know, whatever Disney Plus was shitting out at the time, and and
Secret
and
Invasion.
Secret and Gen V was like getting
Yeah.
way better reviews.
Well, yeah. I mean, Secret Invasion was terrible, so that makes sense.
So yeah, I much rather watch that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll wait for a vacation.
Yeah.
All right, Mark. Well, something we both been waiting to come back, and something uh, uh, like um, Doctor Who. We
Yes.
got our first special with Dave Tennant, his doctor,
Yes.
bringing back Donna,
Yes. Catherine
um,
Tate as Donna.
the Star Beast, which is actually a character from the comic book,
Yes.
um,
The Meep.
the Meep, which, so going into this, I watched it Sunday or Saturday, I don't know. And um, actually, Allison watched it with me. She's not a Doctor Who person, and
Mm.
she actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And it was a fun ride. Honestly, it was great to see Dave Tennant back. It was great to see Donna back. Um,
Yeah.
I was really hesitant going in with a bigger budget, but honestly, it worked. The
Mm.
meat looked amazing.
Yeah.
They did an amazing job. Some of the best special effects on that character. And the other aliens, the Wrath or whatever, the
Yeah.
Wraith,
Yeah. Yeah.
they still looked Doctor Who cheesy and
Yeah.
campy,
Yeah.
but so it worked in my
Yeah.
mind. It was kind of nice to see practical effects, especially with the shootout. I thought the shootout was really well
Yeah.
done. Um, the action sequences, I mean, it felt like Doctor Who, but a level up.
Yeah.
They leveled up, and I actually was like smiling ear to ear watching it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. Um I had small nitpicks, but beyond that, I'm on a Doctor Who high. So how
Yeah.
did you? What was your your reaction after watching it?
Uh, like I think I said, I can't remember if I said it to you or I said it to my brother. Uh, it was good. I found it to be more like I felt it was like a regular Doctor Who episode,
Is
and
that
not so
because of the length?
much
It was
like
only
a
an hour.
yeah, but not so much as like the previous special that we saw, like him and Matt Smith, like that one. That
Well,
seemed more like a grand story.
this is 3 specials, so I
Yeah,
feel like this is where I get what you're saying. That was grandiose. That was huge.
yeah,
But I
yeah,
feel like we've only is a puzzle piece. We've only seen one part of
yeah.
3.
Which I thought about that afterwards. I was like, well, it's only the first act of a three
Yeah,
act, so
right.
it's like the getting to know you section. Like,
Yeah.
why is this like what like getting all the questions out? Like, why is his face returned? Why is he the like you know solving the Donna problem? Like from the end of her character when she was
Right.
originally on. It's like all that stuff. So it was like a lot of that like exposition stuff, like getting the ball rolling. Like, what is the existential threat? What is the big problem? You know?
And and the Meep did mention he's going to talk to someone, which I feel like could be the
Yeah,
big bad come
yeah,
part 3, part
yeah,
2. I don't know.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, I feel like once we've seen all 3,
yeah,
we will have a better idea of how this all is going to play out.
yeah.
Um, but yes, but yeah, I thought that the length was perfect. It didn't
Hmm.
overstay welcome. I
Yeah,
mean, we're getting 2 more. We're getting 1 more this Saturday.
yeah,
Um, so man, it was great. I I I think the only thing, it's a me thing, but the only thing I was like, man, it's I know when you bring back these characters, you kind of have to undo what you did.
yeah,
And I thought the Donna storyline did end in tragedy.
yeah.
And like it was very heartfelt. It was very drama heavy. And it was very sad.
Hmm.
It's one of the best moments in Doctor Who history, right up there
Yes,
with the Ponds and all that.
yeah.
So
Rose.
Rose and everything. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, so coming into this, I knew they have to undo that. So I that's just a hurdle I had to get over and be like, I hate when they do a reboot or they come back, they have to undo such a great and
yeah,
meaningful ending.
yeah,
So, but I look at it this way: it gives Donna, we get to see the continuation of her thing. Um, the ending with her just like, well, I'm gonna let it go, Donna Doctor, I'm gonna let go of the energy, um, was like a little too quick. I kind of felt
well,
like
I think that they did a great job of like planting the seeds with you not knowing they were planting the seeds, like her daughter and like how she had a kid,
yeah,
and the example like, oh well, the reason why she was able to like she can remember is because she was able to disperse the energy
yes,
from herself to the kid, and then saying how like, oh, I never even caught on, now it makes sense why
yeah,
her shed looks like that, and the creatures that she's creating, and like,
yeah.
so she has been remembering this whole time. She never wasn't remembering, she just wasn't like understanding the memories.
Well, it Dave Tennant, his doctor, it all came back,
Yeah,
obviously. He's like, so I get all that. I
yeah,
do. I'm just saying, like, you have to undo what you did.
yeah,
So,
exactly, yeah, yeah,
um, that stuff still exists and still is powerful, and I think this still makes these two an interesting duo. Um,
yeah,
I'm very excited to see what they're going to be doing on Saturday.
yeah.
I'm interested. Do you think that the what's his name? I can't think.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris. Do you think his character's coming in special 3? I feel like
I
he's the
think he's
big
going to be
bad.
in this one, in the
You
second
think?
one.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's the second one, and I think there's a bigger bad that's going to be three.
See, I feel like he might be the third one because they didn't show anybody else in the trailer. We got the Meep, we got
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
but I can't recall anything else. So I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe he'll be in this one, or he'll be the
Yeah.
third one. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's playing an old villain.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm wondering if that's who the Meep is talking about. You know? Yeah. I did like how the Meep went from cute, they're gonna kill
Mm.
me, to the baddie. I like the
Yeah.
twist.
Yeah.
That was really fun. Um,
Well, I
but yeah,
kind of knew there was something going on when the soldiers go up and take the door off of the ship and the ship possesses them.
yeah,
I was like, well, if the Meep's being hunted by bad guys, why would his ship or their ship like take over people's bodies? So
the
that's when I
Meep.
started to see that there was something fishy going on.
Yeah. Um, so this is my only nitpick. Now we know that Sonic Screwdriver can do anything,
Yes.
but I don't know how I feel just yet. Maybe I'll grow to like it. Now he can make a screen,
Yeah.
a touch screen. It was very Marvel-esque, wasn't it?
Well,
Very, very Marvel-esque.
I mean, it's a.
Don't know how I feel about it just yet.
I mean, my thing about it is, well, it kind of like it's become. I mean, it's
I mean, we got a bigger
2023.
budget, so
Yeah, it's also 2023, and you would think the Doctor Screwdriver would progress with technology,
yes,
and that's the next step is having like his own like
smart
view
computer.
screen that he can pull up whenever he wants.
Yeah, I guess so. So I don't know. It's just something I got to get used to. That's all. It's a
But also
nitpick.
gets them like where they don't have to be in the TARDIS as much.
Oh, speaking of the TARDIS,
Looking good.
TARDIS was beautiful up until Donna ruined it.
Well,
So,
like you can't give Donna liquids.
so that's how she got fired. So
Yes.
obviously, on the Doctor Who Reddit board, someone wrote something really funny about. They said, after watching Doctor Who for 55 years of my life, he's like, I never knew it would be taken down by a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
feel like there was something more. Like it was just a cup of coffee, and
Yeah.
thing went batshit. I kind of
Yeah.
feel like, is there something more? Are we missing something?
Well, it's a giant computer. If you pour coffee on your computer, that would happen. So it
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
But my other thought was if it's so vulnerable to liquids, why would it make itself a coffee maker to like be inside the system actually?
yeah,
To then like, so that was like that's very Doctor Who though. Like give yourself a little MacGuffin to give you to the next place.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because like that coffee needs water, so
Yeah.
that means there's water in there.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, fun. It was a fun time. It's Doctor Who. You can't overthink it. You just
Yeah.
have to enjoy it. I
Yeah.
mean,
Just enjoy the ride.
yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly, Mark. It
Yeah.
was great.
It's great to see him playing the character again, but playing it differently. Like that was the thing I noticed. Like he's playing it as he was when he was the Doctor, but he's also adding in like you could see he's taken the time to like study the other three doctors since he was the Doctor,
Right.
is integrating their like reactions and things into his acting of the character. So it's like he's actually like, and that's the thing with Doctor Who is like you're not just playing yourself as the character. You actually have to like take into account everyone else before you that played the character and all the stuff they did and like add that to your performance as well. So it's very interesting to see him like come back after Echo, back when he was the Doctor and it was right after Eccleston, and now like the transition to Matt Smith and then Capaldi and then Jodie Whittaker and then like adding all that to his stuff as well of like how he does mannerisms and different things he does and stuff like that.
Well, also the Doctor, when they regenerate, they spend a lot of time touching their face, figuring out who they are.
Yeah.
They're getting used to their new body. And this is the first time he regenerated, and he's just like, "Oh my god, I'm back to
I
a
know
normal
this face.
face."
I know
I
this
know,
this
yeah,
thing. So he doesn't have to do that. That's the other thing is like
yeah,
having that part of it gone, and he's just kind of just going off on his own kind of thing.
Yeah. And we still have a mystery. Why?
Yeah,
And we know that and Donna's the center of something. Things
yeah,
are happening. And why are they back together? So I
yeah,
feel like we still have a little bit of mystery.
yeah,
Next two specials, we still have to see where it's going to go, what's going to happen with Donna, what's going to happen when he changes.
yeah.
We're going to get
Why
a
does he
Christmas
change?
special. Yeah, why? But we're actually going to we're going back to Doctor Who tradition.
Yeah,
The Christmas special will be after these three specials.
yeah,
Um, that will be the new one for the
yeah,
new Doctor, I believe.
yeah.
So I'm excited. Doctor Who's back. I know it didn't go away. I jumped
You
off
went
Dr.
away,
Jodie Whittaker
not
just because
the doctor.
it wasn't. I don't know. I didn't think the writing was that great.
It
Um,
wasn't, but it wasn't terrible.
I didn't say it was terrible.
No, I'm
Just
just saying, as we've seen,
yeah,
it could be worse.
yes.
It could be
Um,
Secret Invasion.
right. I kind of feel like Doctor Who, you can jump in and you can leave if you don't like a certain doctor or whatever. And it's sort of like this point with like the MCU. Honestly,
Yeah,
if it's a show I'm no interest in, I'm just not going to watch it. I don't care.
yeah,
It's not going to affect anything. You
yeah.
can still enjoy the other things around it. So
No,
I
for
kind of feel
sure.
like Doctor Who's the same. Would I go back and watch some key episodes from Jodie Whittaker? Sure. It was something I wanted to do this year. I just never got around to do it. Um, it's interesting because Disney Plus are going to have these new seasons. But if you want to
Yes,
watch the old stuff, you got to go on HBO Max.
correct.
So it's very bizarre. But
Well, like it's just how the rights worked. It's just like if anything
yeah,
else, like if it was.
well, Disney's backing it. That's why they got the bigger budget.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, but also like the old Marvel stuff that was on Netflix originally when they launched Disney Plus. You had the new stuff on Disney Plus, and you had to go watch the old stuff on Netflix.
Well, that
Same
was
kind of thing.
Netflix fun. Those are Netflix shows. That's
No,
why.
I'm saying that's the same kind of thing. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
but
Um, but yeah, Marcus, let's put this in our TV shows. For
yeah.
me, for me,
Do we wait till the end of them, or do we want to do each individual one?
we could do each part.
Okay.
I mean, for me, I say it's an 8 out of 10 because I feel like we're building to something.
Yes, room
So
for
for me,
improvement, as they
yeah,
say.
overall enjoyable. Nothing bad to say.
Yeah,
I give it an 8 out of 10.
I agree. I will give it an 8 as well. I think it was as freeing from the other side of it and watching all of the Jodie Whittaker episodes. It was a nice like comeback to like it was like a come home again kind of episode. Like, hey, remember when we used to be in charge and we used to do the show? So
Yeah,
it was nice. It was a good. It's like very. It was like a home again kind of feeling.
right.
Like
Totally agree.
welcome back to the fold kind of thing. Like so, I'm interested to see how it all pans out. How we go from and find out why he came back and what initiates him having to regenerate so quickly.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
I'm kind of, I'll be honest, I'm kind of nervous about the Neil Patrick Harris stuff.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like from the trailer. I'm not like sure how I feel about him being in it and his acting style to me doesn't fit with the Doctor Who. And I'm always weird about having big stars come into Doctor Who
Well,
because
he
it
is
feels
over
like
the
they
top.
like it doesn't like it hits different.
Yes, I agree.
Like Doctor Who's more of like a character actor show with like the villains and things, and they become big stars out of that. Whereas as opposed to bringing a big star in just to bring a big star in kind of thing.
This is the only. I agree, and I will add on to that. I like having a British or like not an American actor come in and play characters.
Hmm.
Someone I don't know, someone I can fall in love with.
Yeah.
think with Neil Patrick Harris, you're bringing in your preconceived notions of who he is
Yes,
and
exactly.
what he
Yeah.
can do.
Yeah.
He looks to be over the top.
Yeah.
That character is going to be played over the top. I agree with you. I don't think Neil Patrick Harris is a bad actor, but
No.
will he
No.
fit in to this
Yeah.
world? That's a good
Will it
question.
be too cheesy? Was my concern.
Yes, yes. So it could go good, bad, or in the middle. I guess we'll have
Because
to wait and see.
Doctor Who villains recently have always like rode that line of cheese. Like, is it you could easily do too much, and then it like is like, oh, this is like way too over the top, you know?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
you just kind of ride that line, and you're like, oh, it's cool. Like, I mean, I know all the villains make no sense, like the dialects and Cybermen and all these things, but
Human
yeah,
villains. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I hear you.
like the Master, like that's a great character, and it's been played by so many great people.
Right. I totally agree. I
I
totally
will
agree.
have next week. I'm almost done with it. I didn't bring it up today because I wanted to wait till I finished it. Doom Patrol. So we'll have my final because I ended it.
Yeah.
So I will have my review of Doom Patrol, and I'm gonna finish off Titans because those are the two shows I watched on. I used to watch back when they were popular, and
Yeah.
then
Well, now they're done.
DC just decided to end everything.
They're Warner Brothers is just slashing or Discovery.
Yeah,
Discovery.
yeah,
They're the worst. It's
yeah.
the worst. I don't know what they're doing. Um,
I don't
and
know. I've seen little bits of like that Superman, whatever the Superman thing that they're putting out or coming out with, and
yeah,
none of it looks interesting. And none of it looks like something I'm going to want to see. That
the
Superman Legacy?
cartoon,
No, it's a live action thing. I say it's a movie. I think it's the first movie that they're doing. Superman Legacy?
they haven't even started filming.
I know, but they're putting out like cast announcements, and the cast announcements aren't like making me excited to see it.
You know what? For me, I got to see the first trailer. I'm not going to go by casting because you know what? Plenty of times we've all poo pooed casting and we were all wrong. People poo pooed Michael Keaton as Batman, wrong. People poo pooed Heath Ledger as Joker, wrong.
Well, I mean, that's just that.
I mean,
But this
but
is like, trust me, if you look and see what they're talking about and who's going to be in this movie, but like
until
Nathan Fillion's playing Green Lantern, which is cool. But I don't know. It's just
I wait
I
and see,
think it's
Mark.
Skarsgård's playing Lex Luthor,
Skarsgård, no,
the
Nicholas
youngest
Holt.
brother.
Nicholas Holt.
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah, which he's a
Okay.
great actor. If it's true, it's all rumors. I don't unless it's confirmed. I
Like the
don't believe
youngest ML
any.
brother is now Jimmy Olsen or something.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
I'm gonna hold all judgment until I see that first trailer. I
Yeah.
I really I don't want to go down that road because, like I said, we've been wrong. People have been wrong plenty of times.
Then
Just
again, it's
yeah.
DC, and DC trailers have always been decent, but then the movies aren't great. So there's
James
that.
Gunn, I trust, and James Gunn, I trust. I
Yeah, I
I
don't
think
know.
he can pull it off.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna poo-poo it until I see it.
James Gunn's not the one I'm worried about, as we've been talking about just a couple seconds ago. Discovery is the one I'm worried about.
Yeah, but James Gunn's in charge of
I know,
the.
but doesn't mean Discovery can't put their nose in there. And
I'm not here to debate
they
this
made they
because
made
I
the
don't
great
know.
decision of putting out Blue Beetle and scrapping the Batgirl movie. So
I
they're
don't.
already 0 for 1 in my book. So
I don't. I listen. I'm not gonna go down that road right now. All right, let's wrap it up.
yes,
We will be back next week.
we will be.
Uh,
Hopefully in the studio. We'll see. We might be
yes,
back on Zoom. We'll see how it goes.
see how it goes. It's good to see you,
It's
Mark.
a fluctuating thing. We never know what's going to be happening in the world.
Yes, yes.
Our lives are very busy.
Oh, yeah. Next Saturday we got D&D,
We do.
so that's exciting. We're
Yes.
gonna be playing at a different place. We're gonna have
Yes.
lots of food.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun time.
Yes.
Bobby, I know you're listening. We will see you next Saturday.
We will. But I would be remiss if you did not end the show first before we head out of here without wishing our good friend, Dan, the announcer man, a happy 44th birthday. It's a big birthday for him, and we're very excited for him.
Happy birthday, Dan.
And we hope he has a great day. So,
and Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan, too, just had his birthday. Yeah, he just turned 63. So, congratulations, Matt.
63.
You don't look a day over 62.
All righty.
As always, be safe, be well, be kind.
And rewind. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.